I reconvene this meeting at 6:40 p.m. The board is returning to public session after having held an executive session where current and pending litigation was discussed. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we have a full house, so I just need to go through the emergency evacuation announcement. May I have your attention upon activation of the fire alarm. Immediate evacuation to the closed emergency exit is required. The emergency exits and assembly areas are located on either side of the room. Please exit away from the building so as to not interfere with the fire department and proceed to the evacuation areas. Please follow the directions of school officials, and once assembled outside the building, everyone must wait until an all clear is given by a school official before re-entering the building. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Kara Compton-Meadfield. Here. Anastasia Gavalas. Here. Donald King is absent. James F. McKenna.
Here.
Jacqueline Robinson.
Here.
Sunie Sherwood-Dublin.
Here.
And Jermaine L. Smith is absent.
Thank you. Does the clerk have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, consent agenda items 12.17 and 12.18 have been added to the agenda.
Okay, the Board of Education will hold its reorganizational meeting followed by a regular meeting on Tuesday, July 11th at 6:30 p.m. in the SIS Music Room. 8th grade moving up will be held on Wednesday, June 21st at 6 p.m. And the last day of school for all students will be on Friday, June 23rd. And the SHS commencement will be held that evening at 6 p.m. on the turf field. Hopefully the weather will hold up.
Well, and Dr. Zahn and I were talking about a plan B just in case, so we'll be all set.
All right, so we have some programs and presentations.
Great, before we have the program presentation, Madam President, what I'd like to do is bring it back to your attention. The board clerk talked about the addition of item 12.18, which is asking you to recommend an agreement between the Southampton U of SD and East End Interpreting Services to provide American Sign Language interpreting services for the graduation. I just want to explain, because you don't have the typical time notice, the public doesn't, for this contract to be on the board agenda. But Dr. Zahn had entered into a contract with another American Sign interpreting service to cover our graduation. However, they informed us just recently that they couldn't get someone to come out here for the graduation on the day it was, who's fingerprinted and was willing to sign at graduation. So we do have a family that requires an interpreter for one of their family members to enjoy graduation. Dr. Zahn did find this company, so although it's not the typical notice, it's in order for us to have interpreting services at our graduation this Friday, which is why I'm asking you to approve.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. Now, the reason I believe everyone's here, and I'm going to call up Mrs. Tuthill to the podium. First thing we're going to do, we had an amazing senior awards assembly last Thursday, where our seniors were recognized by the community and given several different awards to help them go through college. Now it's time to celebrate the accomplishments of our 11th grade students. And Ms. Tuthill and Dr. Zahn are going to talk us through our junior awards, where our students will get some recognition.
Yes, exactly. So the awards I'm going to present this evening are given to you from us, but they are from various colleges that reach out to us and they ask us for nominations for students that are excelling in different fields. And I just wanted to point out that we send them our nominations, we give them all kinds of information about the student, based on transcripts that we have, and then they decide whether or not, they are going to award these awards. And so we have quite a few to give out tonight, so I'll get started. The first set that I'm presenting are from the Rochester Institute of Technology. And the first award is the RIT Computing Award. The RIT Computing Award recognizes a high school junior pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum with a GPA of 93 or better. The student must have an interest in and ability in superior grades in computing-related classes and demonstrates a high level of knowledge or experience in computing hardware or software development, web page development, multimedia presentations, computer graphics, animation, or photography. And this award goes to Ariane Rouhani. Okay, the second award is also an RIT Math and Science Award. This is awarded to a high school junior pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum with a 93 or better. Student nominees must demonstrate superior grades in science and/or math-related classes, an interest in pursuing college-level work in science or math or other math-related areas such as business, engineering, health sciences, technology, or computing. And this award goes to Nicholas Wyatt Race. Okay, the next award is the RIT Art and Design Award, and this is given to a junior pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum with a cumulative GPA of 93 or better. Student nominees must demonstrate outstanding achievement in art, design, creativity, including superior grades in art and design related classes, use of creative and innovative thinking in art, design, film, animation, or photography. And this award is given to Mia Gonzalez. Okay. The next one is also an RIT Business and Leadership Award. This is given to a junior pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum with a cumulative GPA of 93 or better. Student nominees must have an interest, ability, and grades, superior grades in business, leadership, and entrepreneurship related classes. Student demonstrates a high level of developing innovative solutions to problems, such as starting their own business, community service, or extensive involvement in leadership activities. And this is awarded to Ronan Brady. Okay, the next one is the RIT Humanities and Social Sciences Award, recognizing a high school junior with a cumulative GPA of 93 or better with a rigorous college prep curriculum. Student nominee must have an interest, ability, and superior grades in humanities and social science related classes such as economics, psychology, history, foreign language, and global education. Student demonstrates commitment and understanding of our political, cultural, and economic and social world. This goes to Jerry Halsey. The next one is, the last one for RIT is the Women in STEM Award. So the RIT Women in STEM Award is awarded to a high school junior pursuing a rigorous college prep curriculum with a GPA of 93 or better. Student nominee must be an outstanding female student who has demonstrated high achievement, ability, superior grades, and interest in pursuing college-level coursework in science, computing, robotics, and/or math, engineering, and health sciences. And this is awarded to Riley Mitchell. Okay, the next one is from Rensselaer Polytechnical Institute, and this Rensselaer Medal Award was first presented in 1916 with two purposes: to recognize the superlative academic achievement of young men and women, and to motivate students toward careers in science, engineering, and technology. And this award goes to Casey Cartagena. Okay, the next couple of awards are from the University of Rochester. The Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award is the next one being presented. And this Bausch and Lomb Honorary Science Award recognizes a student with high achievement and rigor in science and math classes, positive contributions to their school and within the larger communities. And this is awarded to Lucas Nielsen. Okay, the next award is the University of Rochester Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. This recognizes a student with a demonstrated commitment to understanding and addressing difficult social issues, leadership, and dedication to community action, strong grades, and rigorous courses taken in the humanities and social sciences. And this is awarded to London Beth. Okay. The next award is the George Eastman Young Leaders Award. The University of Rochester George Eastman Young Leaders Award is awarded to a student with strong leadership experience at a school and in the community, with high grades and challenging courses and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. This is awarded to Kimberly Reyes Flores. Okay, the next award is the University of Rochester Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology. This is awarded to a student with a strong interest in innovation and/or information technology and a high level of achievement in this area. Criteria includes exposure to new technologies outside of school, such as pursuing serious work opportunities in local labs or industry, leading other students to new approaches to old problems, innovative community service, after-school activities, and best uses of internal communication tools such as chats and blogs. This is awarded to Georgiana Gabala. Okay, on to the Clarkson Leadership Award. In order to be eligible for the Clarkson Leadership Award, this junior must demonstrate outstanding leadership qualities and have an academic interest in engineering, business, science, or liberal arts. Recipients must also be recognized by students and faculty as having been a positive contributor to your school and community. This is awarded to Mason Stevens. Okay, the Clarkson Achievement Award, number 2 here. Oh, no, that was leadership, sorry. Clarkson Achievement Award. In order to be eligible for this, the student must demonstrate outstanding leadership qualities and have an academic interest in engineering, business, science, or liberal arts. Recipients must also be recognized by students and faculty as having been a positive contributor to your school and community. This is awarded to Anthony Bland. Okay. Next is the St. Michael's College Book Award. The St. Michael's College Book Award recognizes students' academic success and exemplary community service involvement. Their accomplishments embody St. Mike's commitment to intellectual achievement, social justice, and concern for others. This is awarded to Marielle Costa Helmstead. Okay, the next is the Wells College 21st Century Leadership Award. This celebrates high school juniors for their exemplary leadership demonstrated through academic performance, steadfast integrity, and community spirit. Criteria also includes a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher and demonstrated leadership ability and/or potential through school and community activities. This is awarded to Rosary Krizilek and Lily Conklin. Okay, and then last but not least is the Keuka College, the George H. Ball Community Achievement Award. This Keuka College is proud to present the George H. Ball Community Achievement Award for juniors. The scholarship is named for our founder, Reverend Dr. George Harvey Ball, whose vision is continued at Cupid College by educating young students and adult learners who bring strength to our nation and to help humanity through combined classroom and experiential learning. The Ball Award rewards students based on qualities that embody the values of Cupid College, including integrity, academic excellence, diversity, leadership, service, and social responsibility. This is awarded to Sanaya Morris, Julia De Almeida, Daniela Yanda, and Lily Halsey. Okay, congrats, everybody.
Great, and before we go into the next award, I'm gonna call Mr. Phillips up, because I wanted Mr. Phillips to just talk a little bit about, if you don't mind, Darren, I hate to put you on the spot, but we had our varsity spring teams, a lot of them earned the Scholars Award. I just wondered if you could talk a little bit about what that means, and if you wanted to outline the names of the teams. If you don't have it with you, I have it on my phone.
So, as you probably know, after each sports season, New York State Public High Schools ask schools to put in for scholar athlete teams, which means 75% of the team has to have 90 or better average. So this past spring, we had all of our varsity teams qualified for that. I think over the course of the entire year, I think we only had 2 teams not qualify. So there's a School of Distinction, School of Excellence. School of Excellence, I think, is if you have all your teams qualified, but we will qualify as a School of Distinction for having all 3 seasons with the amount of teams that we had. So we've actually done that a couple of years in a row now. So it's great to see our student athletes performing in the classroom, and it's really, sometimes I look at that as better than winning a league championship, to know that we're doing the same thing in the classroom as well as on the field. So do you have any other questions about that?
Well, no, just that we had a crowd here, I wanted to be able to talk to someone about it, so I'm glad that you were able.
And it is the varsity teams only, so all of our varsity teams in the spring all qualified for that award. So great job for all of our student athletes.
Great, thank you. Dr. Brown, we had another award that we were able to talk about this evening. I wondered if you would present that.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Good evening. On May 25th, the Southampton, West Hampton, and Hampton Bays school districts held a special ceremony to honor our students who have enlisted in the military or have been accepted into a military academy. We received some great news on one of our graduates, but unfortunately it was after we had that ceremony back in May. So it's with great pleasure that I would like to invite up to the podium Mr. Owen Wetter. So, Owen, I'm going to speak a little bit on behalf of Owen. And for those that know Owen, Owen is a kind, thoughtful, intelligent, grounded young man who has a positive outlook and has made a significant contribution to both our school and our greater community. He takes everything in stride and exudes calmness and confidence with everything that he does. Owen comes from an incredibly supportive and loving family who has instilled in him a strong set of values. He is one of 4 children and he's very family oriented. He always looks out for his younger brother, who I noticed is here today. So thank you for joining us today. And he's always finding common ground with others. He's a very well respected and beloved member of our community. Owen always strives to do his best. He's an independent thinker, a great problem solver, and never gives up. Academically, Owen has taken the most rigorous course load available to him in high school. This includes 13 honors and AP courses, participation in our Project Lead the Way pathway, and he's graduating with his International Spanish Academy diploma. Outside of school, Owen gives himself wholeheartedly to our school and local community. One of Owen's proudest accomplishments is receiving the Most Improved Player Award in golf this year. He's also a member of our varsity baseball team, an ice hockey club team, as well as being a member of the school's robotics club, amongst many others. All of Owen's hard work has earned him a commission into the United States Coast Guard Academy. An incredible accomplishment, and we are here to honor Owen's amazing accomplishment and wish him all the best in the United States Coast Guard Academy. On behalf of Southampton, the Southampton administration, the Board of Education that's here, Mrs. Fry and the Mariner Patriot Club, and the overall community, we'd like to present you with your military swag bag that our students have received at that military ceremony. We wish you all the best as you enter the Coast Guard Academy.
And Owen, before you sit down, Dr. Yvonne, I'm going to ask you and Owen and Owen's family to come here. Mr. Esposito's going to take your picture. And juniors, I'm asking you not to go anywhere else. We're going to take your picture in a second, too. So if you would stand right in front of here, Mr. Esposito will pose you.
You want to take one with the family?
And now Dr. John, if you would mind, stand here. I'm going to ask all the juniors who received awards to come up for a picture. And then while the juniors are coming here, the next part of the ceremony, I hope you don't leave, juniors, is because we're going to be recognizing the people that helped you get to where you've accomplished what you have tonight. So we're going to be honoring the retirees. So just, I hope you will stay for that. Guys, come stand right in front of the table here. Whoa. Thank you, guys. And now we would like to recognize, as I said, we're going to recognize our future retirees. And we have several who are here tonight and some who aren't here. But what I'd like to do is recognize the retirees who are here. I'm going to call Mr. Phillips back up to the podium to start us off this evening.
Congratulations to all the junior recipients of the awards tonight. It's quite a great accomplishment for all of them. So I'm going to start off with acknowledging Jane Maslin Katz. So some of you probably don't know, Jane actually started her teaching career in 1986. I was born. That's right. At the Dalton School in New York City. She taught high school and junior high PE for 8 years. Jane coached high school soccer, softball, and basketball, and actually did 1 year of junior high baseball, which I'm sure you had a blast with that, Jane. After Dalton, Jane came out and taught 4 years of kindergarten PE and AIS math in the Hampton Bay School District, where she also coached junior high girls soccer with none other than our very own Chrissy Fagarang, a PE teacher here. So Jane, good job with Chrissy. And then Jane came to Southampton, where she's taught PE for 25 years. 8 of those years were down in SCS, and the rest of her years were spent here at SIS. On top of being a PE teacher, Jane has coached junior high soccer and basketball at SIS and helped out numerous times as an aide for some of our students in softball and track. I told her, when I tell people, it's really rare when you get somebody who's such a good coach at the junior high level. Everybody wants to get to the varsity level. And I say how important it is to have skilled, experienced junior high coaches that are teaching the fundamentals and teaching kids the knowledge of the game. It's really a benefit to our high school programs to have great junior high coaches, and Jane's been phenomenal. And not only that, not only was she an excellent teacher, Jane is fun, and she made sure the kids had fun and always had a positive experience with her coaching. On top of that, Jane, I would come back and see her in the gym or at the field, again, watching those kids at the JV or varsity level and cheering them on and seeing them as they progress through their high school career. She could always be found at a soccer or basketball game when she's not coaching, and I know her players appreciated seeing her there. A couple other things I can tell you about Jane. She's always been an advocate for all the students. Numerous times getting calls, what are we doing about this kid? What can we do? Can we help this kid? What can we do? She not only taught general PE, but she also taught adaptive PE, which takes a special person to do that job, and Jane is that person. For years, since I've been here, there's always a conversation about when do we get in the playground? We need a playground. The kids are climbing on the football sleds. They're climbing all over the place. We need to get something out there for them to play on. And so we got tetherball. We got the Gaga pit. I think we're finally going to get a playground, Jane. So, yes.
It's actually will be installed in November, Jan.
Yes.
Well, I'm coming back.
And Jane's just passionate about teaching PE. She loved working with her students over the years. I will miss her. Certainly, she has a great sense of humor. It's so funny to be around and always just having candid conversations with her, whatever it might be. Whether it was PE or sports, we just developed a friendship over the past 22 years. So best of luck, Jane, in your time.
Jane, what's the word?
Well, hello. Thank you, Darren, and congratulations, more importantly, to all the juniors. That's fabulous, because I'm your biggest fan. I just want to thank you all. I taught most of your kids throughout the years, and it's been a pleasure working here. I have a fabulous boss. The school's not out yet. And it's just a great district, and I really appreciate everybody's hard work. And, you look at our students, and it's just a great place to be. So I want to thank you all. It was a long haul. Get that playground, and thank you.
I'm now going to invite up Dr. Tammy Bach.
Good evening, everyone. I was invited this evening to speak on congratulating a very special colleague of mine, Miss Peggy Clark, or Margaret Clark. We call her Peggy. So, although Peggy and I have only met over the last few years, we really got a chance to get to know each other in the elementary school, having some quiet chats, and now at the intermediate school. And I really appreciated getting to know Mrs. Clark. I know that she has spent 20 years, I believe, is that right, Peggy? 20 years working in the Southampton School District alongside the faculty and staff of the district. So I am sure in your time here, you have worked alongside many teachers, many other colleagues around the district, and I know you worked at all 3 buildings over these 20 years. That's impressive. I've been able to witness some special moments and relationships and bonds that Mrs. Clark shares with her colleagues across the district, and even had some conversations with them over the last few days about what's so special about Peggy, because I know she's special. And it's very interesting when you see Peggy in the hallway. She is drawn to certain individuals you can see, or when she's with certain students, and I will often see her hugging, high-fiving, thumbs up, cheering, something exciting that's going on between some colleagues and her. And I appreciate that her colleagues across the district said, she's a really dedicated person. She believes in relationships. She always looks to foster the relationships, and she always goes back to the same people. And even when she moves into a different building, she finds the people she knows pretty quickly and is able to bond with them very quickly again. So whether it be a hug, a laugh, or a smile, it was clear to me as a building administrator that I was able to appreciate how well Peggy got along with her colleagues and supported them day in and day out. She has experience in all 3 schools and in many different departments, including special education, ENL, and general education. You may not know this, but she is also a whiz at administering assessments. Mrs. Clark has been actively involved and instrumental with assessing students across this entire district. Through all of these years, some have even called her an expert at Ames Web. As a matter of fact, I am told that Peggy can foresee when a student will read and say the winding road instead of the winding road before they actually do. This long-standing career was actually a second career for Mrs. Clark, because she informed me that before moving to Southampton, she worked on Wall Street with her husband, and moved here out to Southampton and raised their 2 daughters, Molly and Gwen. And while she raised her girls, who she's very proud of, she worked in the district alongside them. I am told, which I have no doubt, that she was a visible and supportive parent in the community, and we are so glad that she made the choice to join us here 20 years ago and raise her family right alongside of her. Peggy, we will dearly miss you, and we wish you happiness in your retirement. You have surely earned it.
Peggy, you want to say anything?
a few words?
You know, when administration, not administrative, started moving me from building to building, and it was every few years, not all the time, I thought, you know, that I wasn't bonding with the people that I was with. But what I didn't realize, and I realize now, is that I have really good friends in every building. So it's, you know, it's been a great career. Thank you.
Dr. Zahn, we'll take the podium again.
All right, at this time, I would like to invite up to the podium special education teacher from Southampton High School, Miss Heather Hawks. All right, so it is my profound honor to speak on behalf of Heather, who has just completed her 26th year of teaching within Southampton schools. For the past few years, Heather worked very closely with our students with disabilities in our resource room. She is a staunch advocate for our students and has served as a champion and guardian to ensure that all students on our roster were receiving the services, modifications, and accommodations that they needed to be successful in school. Heather would make it her point to ensure that she was effectively communicating with her students, their parents, and all the classroom teachers on a frequent basis, so that they were all working together to create the best possible outcomes for each of her kids. Heather's retirement will not be an easy one to get over. You see, Heather was part of a generation of teachers who were able to connect with our students in ways that are much more challenging for some of our new staff these days. The difference is that she lives here and is a part of the fabric of our community. As a Southampton local, Heather has deep connections and relationships with so many people here on the East End. This enabled her ability to support our students and schools in ways that others just simply cannot. Whether it was connecting with students and families during the evening, weekends, at a store, on a break, or helping us with community resources, she was a staple around Southampton, and we know that her presence will still be with us and still felt even though she's not in our hallways each day. In addition to her work with students and families, Heather was a major and is a major part of our faculty. Over the years, she developed incredible relationships with our teachers, our custodians, secretaries, technology staff, and everyone that came into Southampton High School. People love Heather because she's the type of person that will do anything for you, anytime. Always looking out for your best interests and simply just loves to have fun. I'm not quite sure how this happened, but over time she developed a nickname, Queen of the Shenanigans. Right? Queen of the Shenanigans. And in a profession where we're all working at a very hard and fast pace, those shenanigans often brought smiles to people's faces when they so desperately needed them. It is all of these reasons why I and so many will miss seeing Heather on a daily basis. Heather, I want to offer you a heartfelt thank you for all of your hard work, for your compassion, for your advocacy, your sense of humor, your love of having fun, and most of all, your deep commitment to our students and endless support for our school and community. It is my hope that you will stop in often to see us and continue bringing smiles to all of our faces. We wish you all the best in your retirement and thank you for everything that you've done for Southampton. Congratulations.
I don't like goodbyes. I'm not very good at them, and I don't really intend on going anywhere. I will be very much a part of the community. I'm gonna miss seeing the students and my friends. I'd like to say thank you. I can usually talk ad nauseum without a problem. This district is so full and rich with the most incredible staff. It is a spectacular place to be. It's been an honor. I've loved getting to know the students most of all and the parents through the students. A special thank you to my sister. She's been a sympathetic ear through the years, bounce ideas, always supportive. She's also my calendar keeper, and she has reminded me that it's somebody's birthday here today. Happy birthday, Nick. Thank you to everybody. It's an honor.
I'm sure they will be. All right, at this time, I would like to invite up Southampton High School special education teacher, Cindy Lou Wakefield. It is my profound honor to speak on behalf of Cindy, who has just completed her 37th year of teaching within the Southampton School District. I want to say that again. Her 37th year she's been in staff. Cindy has been part of every building staff within that time frame. I have had the pleasure and honor of working with Cindy at both Southampton Elementary School, where I started and she was there to greet me, where she worked as a co-teacher and reading specialist, and then for many years here at Southampton High School, where Cindy served as a co-teacher and more recently as a reading teacher in our Academic Learning Center. Also, a resident of the East End, Cindy has worked so hard to ensure that our school community is always reflected in the very best light. Cindy is proof that learning never ends. Even after 37 years in education, she's still craving to learn more, to stay up to date on most effective instructional strategies and techniques. Cindy has always sought to participate in professional development opportunities and has offered to participate in any training that is best for our students. This is quite evident even in her last assignment as a reading teacher at the high school. Despite Cindy's countless years of experience, she was still craving more professional development, more trainings, and more certifications that would directly benefit our kids. And she would always say to me, Brian, it's because I love what I'm doing and I want to take care of our kids and our families. It's because Cindy cares so much for our students, their parents, their guardians, and you've always developed true partnerships with them. This is why I, along with the administrative team, had so much trust and respect for Cindy over the years. It's because we knew that no matter what the teaching assignment was, Cindy was going to do everything in her power to make sure that our students were taken care of and that our parents were part of that process. Cindy is always there to respond when needed and does it with such a smile on her face. Cindy, your positive attitude towards our students, your advocacy for their needs, your quiet leadership within the department will be missed dearly. It is my hope that you'll stop in often to see us, whether just to say hello, or even assist us with the newest literacy pedagogy as time goes on. And I'm sure that will happen. We wish you all the best in your retirement, and thank you for all that you've done for Southampton Public Schools. Congratulations, Cindy.
It's from the bottom of my heart when I say I love this district. The administration, I just always felt so safe. And the students are just such a part of my life, my family, and my family's here tonight. It means the world to me, and it's truly the biggest honor ever. And I don't want to leave. I don't want to retire.
Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. We have some people who couldn't make it tonight. We're still going to talk about them just so you get a sense of our retirees. I'm going to call up Dr. Fernandez to speak to our elementary teachers who couldn't be here tonight.
Good evening. It is with great pleasure that I congratulate our first retiree, Kevin Berenger. Kevin has been an E&L teacher for 20 years. He was born and raised in Southampton, and shortly after beginning his teaching career, he came back to Southampton. I have only had the pleasure to know Mr. B for only a short time now, but I have seen Kevin as patient, kind, and caring. Mr. Berenger has made connections with his students and instilled in them a desire to learn. No matter what his students were facing, no matter how much or little support he may have had, Mr. Berenger has gone above and beyond for his students. He believed they could, so they did. He had high expectations for his students, and his students met his expectations. It is evident by his class this year how sorely he has been missed and loved. He had the honor of coming to quite a few gatherings that we had, and at the fourth grade moving up celebration. If you can see these kids' faces when they saw him, they just beamed and jumped up to give him a hug. Kevin now will have time to spend time with his wife and his two kids. He enjoys being at the beach, boating with his son, and we wish him nothing but the best. He will be sorely missed. And then next up, we had Mr. Calavito. So he has been teaching for 24 years. Rob, one of the first things that I learned about Rob was that he instills aesthetic realism in his understanding of teaching. It is part of his philosophy of education, which means is very broad and has a lot to do with showing dedication and understanding a greater respect for people, art, and reality. In his years of teaching, he has built strong relationships with many of his students, his teachers, and many colleagues that he works with. He will now retire with his wife Lori of over 25 years and enjoy his time with his 2 grandchildren, one who is on the way. We hope that Bob has lots of time to play the drums, cook, fish, and travel.
Thank you, Dr. Fernandez. Mr. Silva?
Good evening, everybody. My glasses are on this. Okay. So I'm representing the facility department, and we have 3 retirees this year. 2 of those retirees worked within the operationals unit. They also worked in the transportation department as bus drivers. The 2 people I'm referring to is Mr. Eli Fishburne, a longtime resident within the Southampton community, who started his career at Southampton School District January 17th, 1983, and was a huge part of the district for over 40 years. Right? That's an amazing achievement. That was an amazing accomplishment for Eli. Eli was the custodian at the bus garage. He also would provide transportation for students when called upon as a substitute bus driver. Always willing to help a fellow colleague out, Eli will be sorely missed. We would like to wish all the best to Eli Fishburne in his retirement. Mr. Kevin Oleaser is the second person we are referring to that held a dual role within Southampton School District. Kevin worked in the operational unit as well, and also was a full-time bus driver. Kevin, a lifelong resident within the Southampton community, started his career in Southampton School District just a little after Eli on August 30th, 1983. That is yet another amazing accomplishment of over 40 years. Everybody knows Kevin. He was a man not afraid to get involved and worked at making Southampton School District what it is today. We would like to thank Mr. Kevin Oleaser for all that he has done and accomplished here at Southampton Schools, and wish him the best in retirement. Our third retiree coming out of the facilities department is Mr. John Blydenberg, known to his friends and colleagues as Jack. Jack joined the Southampton custodial team August 6, 2008. His 15-year dedication did not go unnoticed. A man with a fantastic work ethic, very reliable and always got the job done. We would like to thank Jack for showing up to work and giving 100%, and wish him the best in retirement. Thank you all.
Thank you, Marcus. And Mr. Jean Mignon. And we're going to ask the juniors not to go anywhere, because in a minute we're going to have some cake and drinks to celebrate the retirees. So just hang out.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to speak on behalf of 3 individuals. Eliza Blydenberg, she was a secretary at the bus garage. On behalf of the administrative team and the clerical unit, we would like to say thank you to Eliza. She was an esteemed employee who has dedicated 20 years of service to our school district. As she embarked on a new chapter in her journey, we want to take a moment to reflect on her contribution to the district over the past 20+ years. Due to the separation between the bus garage and the school buildings, her contributions behind the scene may often go unnoticed, but they were very impactful and undeniable. Eliza, your absence in the transportation department will be felt by all. We wish you a well-deserved retirement filled with joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. Thank you for your service to the district. Karen was a secretary in this building for over 6 years. She was a secretary to the assistant principal, Mr. Connor. She retired a few months back. We want to take this moment to express our heartfelt gratitude and bid a fond farewell on a well-deserved retirement to Pat. The day has finally arrived when you can hang up your office keys and no longer be subjected to a time clock on a daily basis. Now, as you step into a new phase of your life, we hope you'll find joy, relaxation, and fulfillment in the activities you have longed to pursue. On behalf of the entire school community, we extend our warmest wishes to you on your retirement. Thank you, Chris. The next person is Janice Payne. She was a bus driver for the school district for the past 24 years. We want to thank her for her dedicated service as a school bus driver with the district. We hope she enjoyed the fruits of her labor during her retirement. We can't help but to reflect on the countless memories and moments that she spent driving a number of students to our buildings over the years. Rain or shine, you have been a reliable presence, ensuring that our children were transported to and from school with care and attention. Thank you, Janice, for your remarkable dedication to our children. Wishing you all the best in a future filled with happiness and contentment. Thank you, Janice.
Congratulations to all of our retirees. It's a lot of years of dedication and service to the district, and we very much appreciated. May I have a motion to recess the meeting in order to celebrate with our retirees? Okay, so who'd you get? Okay, great. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. So carried. This meeting is recessed at, oh, I can't see any.
Great, so please help yourself to some snacks and some drinks and congratulate our